CDA
Open it up and
resolution?
table it, yeah.
We're tabling the annual report.
No, I'm sorry, not the
Ready?
resolution.
Cable Dude, you ready?
Resolution, dude.
Mr. Ferris, would you lead us off in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, I will. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father?
I'm going to take a line from Monty Python. Oh God, you are so great and we are so small. Please give us more parking lots spaces. Amen. As we gather here this day, we recognize that we are celebrating in this beautiful springtime Easter and Passover and many other religious celebrations and cultural celebrations. As we do so, we pray for respect, understanding, and learning from each of them. We pray that our gathering this day may help us and help the people of our town and township, guided by wisdom and the elected officials here to make decisions that will benefit our town and our people. And we ask this because of our trust in you, you who are our loving, caring, and compassionate God. Amen.
Amen. Father Larry Dunkley from St. John the Evangelist in Riverhead. So we have with us Jim DeLuca's students from Farmingdale College. Jim, who are you going to send up to tell us why they're here? Whoever doesn't like to speak at all, you should send up. I think he's...
I gotta pick one of the ladies out.
Pick. Okay. All right, come on up, young lady. If you could take the podium right there. We have some questions for you. How you doing, young lady?
Good, how are you?
Move the mic down, please. Thank you.
So, what's your name? Why are you here?
My name's Andrea Aiello. I have a codes class, and we're here to check it out.
So today actually is somewhat maybe interesting, maybe not. We've got a bunch of members of the building trades. Guys from the trades, raise your hand. So you got a lot of members of the building trades, so they're intimately familiar with codes and building codes and codes classes, but that's not what they're here for. I think term limits and things that they're going to discuss. But we have a couple public hearings, really nothing to do with codes, more to do building codes that you deal with. Are you in Professor DeLuca's architect engineering, or is it?
Yeah, I'm in his class.
Okay. Well, welcome to Riverhead Town. I thank you guys for coming and taking the time. We're going to do open 4 public hearings. I don't know how long it'll be, but you're welcome to come up and speak, and thank you. It was painless, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
All right. John?
All right, I'd like to make a motion, we approve the minutes of the March 15th, 2016 meeting. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Piglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
The minutes are approved. Under reports on the agenda, the tax receivers, tax collection to date as of the 29th of March, $78,393,947.42. Town clerk, monthly report for March, $9,931.26. The sewer district submitted their discharge monitoring report for February. Under applications, parade permits, the Combined Veterans of Riverhead is holding their Memorial Day parade on May 30th, and that's through Main Street. And I'm probably going to say this wrong. Iglesia Familia de Deos is having their annual parade on September 18th, and that is also through Main Street. Under correspondence, there was a lot of correspondence. 26 letters opposing the Genrac Concordia Senior Community for rezoning the agriculture protection zone. Long Island Farm Bureau sent a letter expressing their views on the Concordia change of zone and community benefit zone use district. Genrac Associates sent a letter in response to the report of the Planning Department regarding Concordia's change of zone application. 48 letters of support for establishing a community benefit zoning use district, the CBD, and the Family Community Life Center proposed project. There was also a petition in support of the Family Community Life Center proposed project. And the Riverhead Neighborhood Preservation Coalition sent a letter urging the town to further review the application to establish a community benefit zoning use district.
All right, thank you. Any other town board reports?
You know what, I don't have the exact date. I know we got the teen idol coming up on, I think, April 23rd, and I know we got the townwide, with the town cleanup, which will go further. It's May 7th, I believe, is the date for that, but as that gets closer, I'll bring it up the next meeting.
That's in a resolution we have. I think it is May 7th.
Yes, and the card will vote is too. You'll see all those resolutions.
I don't know whether Jay Schneiderman is man enough to race against
I heard-
somebody that's only a one-time
I
winner.
heard Scott Russell wants you.
Everybody wants me, what can I do? I'm sorry, I should say.
Well, I don't, depends what I want.
No, brother. Yes, so it's a bit of a comedic sideshow once in a while. Not very good. All right, so no other reports. What we'll do is open up the public hearings. We have 2 public hearings scheduled for 2:05. It is now 2:06. We're going to open both of the first 2 public hearings scheduled for 2:05. The first one is the consideration of a local law enacting Chapter 33 entitled Term Limits of the Riverhead Town Code, including Section 33.4, Other Elective Office. And we'll open that public hearing, and very similar public hearing, the consideration of local law enacting Chapter 33 entitled Term Limits of the Riverhead Town Code, including 33 Section 4, Exception Other Elective Office. The difference between these 2 public hearings is one is a prospective term limit that would start after the next townwide November election, which would be November of 17, and the other is, I guess, retroactive. Anybody sitting on the board would be limited to 12 years. Did I say that correctly, Anne-Marie?
Well, if I can just read it directly, I think it's a little clearer.
Really?
As to the exception on the second version, the local law shall not prohibit any elected official who has served 12 consecutive years as of December 31st, 2017, from seeking one additional term of office by re-election only in November of 2017.
Okay, so it's only one more term then after that.
Well, it only affects
It only,
one person.
you would have to serve 12 years already, and
Right.
that's,
Okay. All right, so both public
then you
hearings
can
are
serve 4
open.
more years.
We'd like to invite public comment. Does anybody like to speak on this issue?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Supervisor Walter and board members. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Edward Enders. I'm a resident of Riverhead, and I'm also a council representative for the Northeast Regional Council of Carpenters. I'd like to speak on this issue. I'm not in favor of term limits. I feel that everybody up there was elected by the public. If the public wants you in office, you should be in office. I agree with Councilman Dunleavy and Wooten that stated in the past we had supervisors that only lasted 1 term and other supervisors that lasted for 18 years. And that was because they were doing their job. If you're doing your job, you're going to get elected by the public. I don't see the need for term limits. I think to let the public decide if you should be in office or not. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Enders. Does anybody else wish to be heard on this matter? All right, not seeing anybody, we will close the public comment portion, leave it open for written comment. Oh, I'm on my March calendar, let's get over here to April. We'll leave it open to April 15th, 4:30 in the town clerk's office. The third public hearing is scheduled for 2:10. This is consideration of a local law. Let's make sure it's 2:10. It is now 2:09. Oh, it's 2:10 on that clock.
2:11 on that.
2:11 on that clock, so we'll go with that clock. 2:11, this scheduled public hearing was to commence at 2:10. This is a consideration of the adoption of a local law entitled Local Law to Change Term of Office of the Town Supervisor from 2 years to 4 years. We'll open that public hearing. Anne Marie, would you like to say anything on that matter?
No, this would be a local law, and if approved by the town board, it would go on the ballot for the next election.
And it's subject, it's a mandatory referendum.
That's correct.
So the electorate would decide.
Correct.
All right, does anybody wish to be heard on this matter? Not seeing anybody? We will close the public comment portion. Leave it open for written comment until April 15th, 4:30 in the town clerk's office. All right, so now we have one more. How many people are here for the Cablevision franchise hearing? Only Ms. Gilroy and company. Why don't we go, do we have a couple CDA one CDA resolution?
I'd like to make a motion.
Oh,
Oh, no, no. Wait a minute, you want
Does anybody wish?
public hearing?
We're not tabling?
It's the first one of the town board meeting that will take.
Public to speak first?
Okay. Does anybody wish to be heard on resolutions? Okay,
Yes.
go ahead. Sal, you'll need up to 5 minutes, I'm sure.
Sal Mastropolo, Calverton.
How you doing, Sal?
Good. Resolution 201.
Hey.
You're giving contracts for 53A and B to two different vendors. Is that by design or is that a mistake?
201?
201.
Let's see.
Thanks.
The prices aren't the same, which is why I'm bringing it up.
Say it one more time.
Okay, if you look under ABOFs, the second line, you got 53A and 53B. And if you look under Mercury Paint Corporation, in the first line, you have 53A and 53B.
But it's distinguished by an item number, so I gotta figure out what that is. Once there's item
No,
7.
the item,
Well, item number 7 is not included in
no,
the
no.
first.
Item carries on every one of those items.
Okay.
It's item 53A and 53B.
Okay.
And if you look at the detail pages,
You're right, it's 50 cents different.
In my opinion, that's an error.
I think it's I think
Yeah,
should only be
I
issued.
think we're going to table this one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if, you also have a typo under ABOFs, there's no 514C, so check that too.
Jeez. Oh, you're right. Probably 51.
All right, well, we'll take a look at that in more detail.
Okay. Resolution 206. Can you tell me how long this particular individual has been an employee? I noticed that the resolution setting the terms and conditions is dated April 16, 2013, which means she's not even an employee 3 years yet.
Oh, Carol has 2000,
No, this is town board
This is
coordinator.
Carissa.
2006? Oh, okay,
It is 3 years.
3
It's
years,
3 years.
She's an employee 3 years
correct,
in the town.
yes.
So then why are we upping her vacation to 3 weeks? Don't we have some kind of guidelines as to when somebody gets 3 weeks vacation?
Actually, it's been.
Honestly, I abolished it and did it by merit.
Right.
What we had, to me, was the most ridiculous thing. It was time served. So as soon as you got to a certain period of time, whether you were the best employer of the world or the worst employer of the world, you got an extra week vacation. And as your time went on, you got more vacation. And I said, I didn't think that was fair to the people that worked hard, and so we
Well,
abolished it. And so, listen, hear me out.
Go ahead.
So when you have a stellar employee like Carissa Collins, you reward the stellar employees, and this is a way to do that.
Well, we should be rewarding them by salary increases, not by additional vacation. Usually vacation is tied to longevity, at least in private industry, okay?
different in the
And maybe
town.
we should be running the town more like private industry.
It's different. It's completely different, Sal, because the vacation, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on your position, the vacation, you're allowed to sell it back and turn it into cash. You can take it, which is a benefit to the town because it doesn't cost you money, or you could sell it back and convert it to cash. So that's different from private industry. There's very few private businesses you can sell vacation time back.
Okay, but we're not arguing about how many days she's taken from one year to the next. My concern is the fact that she's not even an employee 3 years yet, and you've already up to 3 weeks vacation.
Of course, it follows my principle that if you're a very good employee, you should get rewarded, and we don't just automatically reward everybody.
Okay.
It's up for the town board to make the determination.
Well, I expressed my concern. Now let's
Yes,
see
you
what the
did.
rest of the town board feels.
Absolutely.
Resolution 207. How many seasonal pump-out boat operators does the town?
Are you interested?
No, but I noticed that this one here, you're advertising for one, and a resolution later on,
We have 4.
you're appointing two.
Yeah, we have 2 boats.
That's why I asked the
We have
question.
2 boats, I think there's 4.
Okay.
Four
Yeah.
people.
And we'll
Thank
be
you.
raising that rate
And it's
fairly
paid for by the
soon,
New York
too.
Sea grant.
Resolution 245. This is a license agreement for propane tanks and deck that overhangs town property. Okay? But I noticed in the details of the license agreement that you're prorating it for 2016. Don't the tanks already exist there with the previous tenant? So why is the town prorating it? Are we prorating it because we got money from the previous tenant? Or are we prorating it because this license agreement starts on a particular date, but the tanks have already been there? Did we collect money for the first part of the year?
Let's see here.
They only moved in.
It's under item 5, license fee.
I want to say, wasn't I here for the explanation on Thursday? This is going, what's that? The beginning of the year, or the beginning of when they started? Since it lapsed, so it should start, not April 16th, it should start from when he closed on the property. So,
No date yet.
right, so what, yeah. No, you know what we'll do is we'll commence from the recording of the deed, from the transfer of deed title. So Anne Marie, if we,
The other one was still in existence at that time, is what I was told by,
no, but if we don't have the date, we can go from transfer of title. So you want to change that to transfer of title, so that'll start when he took ownership. So the term shall commence upon transfer of title, does that sound?
Yep. Transfer of-
but I think what Jill is saying is that they may have already paid for the entire year in January of 2015, which covered them through 2016, and they closed in May or June of 2016, so it should be effective January of 2016 if the fee for the lease was already paid for the entire 2015 year. I'm texting the owner now.
It's still at $17.
But they should pay for all of 2016 if we didn't.
Yeah.
I don't have an answer for you, so
Okay.
whether you're either gonna table it or you're gonna adopt it with
Jill says
transfer of
don't
title.
table it.
Do it for, adopt it as transfer, if he's already
Transfer of
paid.
title's gonna get us more money, and it's a small fee anyway, so.
If he's already paid
I'm
it, he
with
doesn't
ya.
have to pay it again.
Yeah, it's a.
All right, what else you got, Sal?
247.
At least too much anyway.
What does the seed clam administrator do for the town? Does he raise clams?
Yes.
Okay.
He buys the seeds, he plants them, he transfers them.
Okay, thank you.
All right, any other comments on on resolutions?
Yep. Laura Jen Smith from Laurel. I just have a comment question for Resolution 234 for the paddle water race and craft beverage tasting. You know, a couple of months ago, I think the town was very proactive in having anything that was serving alcoholic beverages so that all of the vendors were tips trained. But I think to reinforce that there should be additional police coverage when any Chapter 90 is serving alcoholic beverages, and as such, shouldn't the person applying for the Chapter 90 then be responsible for also any additional police fees that are incurred because they're serving alcoholic beverages there? Just as a reinforcement, if you're going to go and have the tips training, just to reinforce it with a police presence.
I think we have a pretty big police presence downtown, round the clock almost. So I don't know how I would break that up from the police, numerous police I have there now. Why would we?
Well, I mean,
usually-
what if 500 or 600 people show up? You know, I would imagine that you would need additional police, even if you put, you know, per person. If you thought the normal complement would be 50 people, but if you go over a complement of 50 people with tickets or registrants, that then the whoever's applying for the Chapter 90 would cover the additional police for the event. And you know, if there's alcohol involved, because I think you guys have been very proactive in helping to reduce underage drinking by requiring the tips training, and I think a police presence of reinforcement would help.
Okay, well,
So,
I think we normally do, except
I
this.
think all the Chapter 90 applications go to the chief of police and to the fire marshal. They look
do.
at it, see the number of people that are attending the event and the hours of the event, and they make recommendations to us if they think that they'll need additional police presence, and then we account for it in the Chapter 90.
so it's the police that waives, that says that you're not going to need the additional, because the way it reads here is just that the town
Yes.
board waives it,
Well,
No,
right,
the
well,
police.
police department reviews it.
assesses it.
that and past history, right, as far as what.
I mean, if they had 500 people here, the next time we do this, it'll wind up being a different event than it is now.
Okay.
It's a
So they do.
nonprofit,
And
live
your
in
second
nonprofit
resolve
status.
actually accounts for that. Take a look, the license fee for police personnel and patrol vehicles.
Yes, yes, everyone, right.
So it's in here too.
Where are you reading that from?
The second resolve.
Resolve.
Oh, that's- It's actually in there.
Okay, so that's the police that determines that, and then you guys
Yeah.
just accept
Yeah,
it.
we'll do a license agreement, depending on the police department determination regarding staffing and vehicles.
I thought that was just the ability to serve the alcohol. That resolve was just the ability to serve the alcohol at an outdoor event, not the police presence. That's the police presence also? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Does anybody else wish to be heard today on resolutions? All right, well, we're not going to call the resolutions right now. We're going to go back to that public hearing. Sorry, Chris.
I couldn't wait for that one.
2:22, it is now 2:22. We have a fourth public hearing, and this is, was scheduled for 2:15. We opened the public hearing for the consideration of an application for renewal by the CDC Acquisition New York, Inc., Cablevision, of its cable television franchise with the town of Riverhead. This is the renewal agreement. This took quite a while because we had a lot of conversations with Cablevision on the senior discount, which they have agreed to continue. Dan McCormick, would you like to briefly present this?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good afternoon, Mr. Supervisor, members of the Town Council. As the governmental class participants in the back of the room are fully aware, technology has grown in leaps and bounds, as probably evidenced by the fact that they're all contained or have cell phones and their iPhones in their pockets right now. From day one of our negotiations with Cablevision, the town has sought to upgrade our technology needs. I'm pleased to report, after extensive negotiations with Cablevision, formerly known as CSC Acquisitions New York Incorporated. There is a typo in the agenda document.
Okay.
We have reached a proposed agreement as contained in a present document that I will submit by way of record today. And I would note for the record, we have Joan Gilroy, our governmental liaison here, as well as Robert Hock, counsel for Cablevision. At this time, pursuant to federal and state law, I'd like to introduce two exhibits marked respectively as Exhibit number 1, which is the affidavit of publication regarding today's public hearing. The second exhibit is a copy of the proposed franchise agreement for the record with the town clerk. I also have copies for each of the town board members, and I've already distributed 2 copies to the local media today, both the Riverhead local representative as well as the News Review. If I could hand those up at this present time.
Please.
Told you it was gonna be riveting.
Dan, make it interesting.
Well, at this time, Mr. Supervisor, I'm going to hand it over to Joan Gilroy, who's going to address the salient points, most importantly with respect to the public interest and how it's going to be served in the new franchise agreement. Ms. Gilroy?
Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Supervisor Walter, honorable members of the board. I'm Joan Gilroy, Director of Government Affairs for Cablevision, located at 1600 Motor Parkway, Hauppauge. On behalf of Cablevision, I appreciate this opportunity to address the board and answer any questions for the purpose of requesting a 10-year franchise renewal agreement. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge Riverhead's Deputy Town Supervisor Jill Lewis and Assistant Town Attorney Dan McCormick for their professionalism and for the courtesies they showed Cablevision during this renewal process. We have worked very hard to finalize a franchise renewal agreement, and Cablevision appreciates the opportunity to continue to provide the residents of Riverhead with our suite of advanced telecommunications services. The proposed agreement before you is a renewal of Cablevision's franchise for a term of 10 years. The agreement becomes effective upon confirmation by the New York Public Service Commission. There is no construction required as a result of renewing the agreement. Our hybrid fiber system is completely built throughout the town. The agreement provides for the following benefits: an upfront grant of $100,000 in support of PEG access programming, payable within 60 days of the effective date. A public education and government equipment purchase and installment. The purchase and installation of playback equipment and mounted cameras in this room at a value of $50,000. A technical grant of $5,000 in addition, and a technical grant of $5,000 intended for the telecommunications and technology needs of the town. We have the continuation of the existing senior discount in the town, which is 15% off expanded basic and equivalent level of service, plus 15% off installs. We have free basic cable service to, at this point, we're still finalizing the final list. There's around 34 locations between schools, libraries, fire department, police department, and municipal buildings. But we're just finalizing that list, which will be attached. The continuation of the airing of your 2 access channels. So you have here channel 20, which is the regional public access channel, and then channel 22, which we will maintain the link between the insertion points here and back to our head end, which is in Riverhead. So we have the continuation of those. We have the continued quarterly payments, because we do pay quarterly fees, of franchise fees at 5% on a broad basis of gross revenue definition. Right now it's somewhere around $860,000. And the last thing that I can point out is that we just added minutes ago to section 11.3 is that Cablevision agreed to cover the cost of a hearing transcript if needed for an enforcement hearing.
Really?
So.
Really? That's a new one. I didn't hear that one.
You didn't even hear that one. Up to the last minute, Dan had us, and he was going at it.
Wow.
Okay. So Cablevision looks forward to renewing our franchise agreement with the town of Riverhead and to serving the residents. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer any questions, but that outlines pretty much the agreement.
All right, thank you. Board have any questions?
No, I just got, a couple people have asked me, they think that this is an exclusive for Cablevision to serve the town of Riverhead. It isn't, it's just a franchise agreement. Any cable, company can come in, as long as they have a franchise agreement with us, can come in and give us, service. So it's not exclusive to them. And the senior discount, we have about 126 seniors that take the senior discount because it's not just a senior discount, but you have to qualify for it. You have to be low income and you have to get a certain level of service. So it isn't for all seniors, it's only for the ones that qualify for it. So those are the two questions that have been asked, and I'd just like to clarify that. Thank you.
You're right.
All right, does anybody else wish to be heard on the cable franchise agreement? Yes, miss, please step up. State your name and hamlet or affiliation for the record.
Ethel Sussman, South Jamesport. I have a question precisely about the terms of the senior discount. In the past, if I'm correct, in order to qualify for the senior discount, someone had to purchase all three services from Cablevision. In other words, internet, television, and telephone.
Well, we're gonna, Ms. Gilroy will answer that question. She's shaking her head no, but she'll answer that question.
Oh, okay. So my question is, since many people neither need or want or can afford all three services, so I was wondering if that is a requirement going forward.
Ms. Gilroy, if you could answer that, that would be wonderful.
No, it is not a requirement, and it actually was never a requirement. So I'm sorry if you had false information on that. But it is just pertaining to the cable television service, and it's on the expanded, or now what we call the optimum value package. And
Can
that's
I
all
ask you a
need
question?
no need to purchase the other ones.
I think there was a $64,
It's $64.95.
$64.95 level you have to reach. So if you have basic, you have to have the expanded basic to bring it up to 64, then you can qualify for the discount,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
So if that's not in the agreement now, and somebody was told that and they didn't get the discount, will you make the discount retroactive so they can recover those funds?
We'd have to look into it. I mean,
Okay.
we would have to go back and see, and it'd be a little bit tough to, I guess, to quantify all that. But we can go back and see what they were told.
Maybe that needs to be in the contract, Dan. That if
All right.
someone's told that they aren't eligible and they were eligible, that they can recover that.
But Rob just mentioned to me, we have quite a few different offerings out there, and somebody could have been confused where there was a triple play offering at various times. If you go on, you can see there's an offering if you get 2 services out of the 3 services. So it's very customized what people have nowadays as to the rates that they pay because of different packages that you come on. So it could have been something like that where they may have misunderstood what it was.
Sure.
Sal Mastropolo, Calverton. If you're a customer that gets all 3, okay, your Cablevisions may not reach the $64 level, okay? Do you take into account the other 2 services that we're purchasing to get the discount? And the second question is, will you publicize the address that's up west that you have to write a letter to get the discount? Because the seniors in the town should know that it's not automatic. If you don't write a letter to this special office up west, okay, you will not get the discount.
Right. The local office cannot give it to you. If you bring your stuff into the local office, they will send it to their office that makes that decision. So
Well,
what
then
you
I
have to do is
inquire-
bring it, drop the stuff off at the local office here, and then they will send it to where it has to be sent to. And if I think you mentioned triple play, and I think you just mentioned all 3 services, that if you get one of those and you do get a $15 discount, I think it's $15 they give you, you will not get 2 discounts. You'll only get 1 discount. So if you get that and you get the $15, you will not get the discount on the basic coverage.
Okay. The other thing is, the public should understand that the franchise fees that the town of Riverhead is getting is coming right out of the public's pocket. Okay, we're charged extra fees so that they can give you the money. So, you know, yeah, you're getting franchise fees, but the public is paying. Every user of Cablevision is paying the town the franchise fee.
That's correct. That's the way it is. That's the way the law's written. And it's a set rate, so you can't change it. I'd love to have gotten more.
Right, and Mr. Supervisor, if I could address that point, because it is a point well taken, Sal. But that particular law comes from the federal government, okay? That is a federal law that Cablevision is entitled to actually pass that through, as supported through the Public Service Commission in the state of New York. The town of Riverhead, nor any other municipality, has any say in that particular issue, okay? So much of the franchise agreement is based on both federal and state law, and the town is constrained in certain areas. This is one of those areas, okay? So I just want to make that very clear that that was not a point of negotiation, because under federal law, they're permitted to do that, okay? I would also like to know, with regard to the senior discount, regarding negotiations, not all municipalities on Long Island have achieved a senior discount. For example, I believe Smithtown has no senior discount. Our neighboring Southampton, I believe it's only a 10% discount. Here in Riverhead, it's a 15% discount. So I just want to make that aware, in fairness to Cablevision, that they have worked long and hard on that particular issue. And in fairness, that's what we arrived at with respect to this particular contract.
You know, it may only affect, is it only 126 people?
I believe it's about 161.
I thought it was
161. I corrected myself. 161.
We held that contract out for 3 years for those 161 people, and that's the truth. I mean, nothing else. There was really no other issues that needed to be resolved, but we wanted to make sure that the folks that received that continue to receive it. And I'm thankful that Cablevision came along and saw it our way.
Right, and I would also like to add, Mr. Supervisor and Town Council members, that with regard to our technology update, we will now have the ability to stream that information about senior eligibility for those discounts, as well as other pertinent information that we would like to pass along to them. So based on new technology, we can address that directly in terms of providing a banner or a streamer on that particular issue.
Good. All right, thank you.
And one other thing, Mr. Supervisor, and I think this is important to note, the technology upgrade is going to enhance constituent service. How? Well, for example, this meeting, in the new agreement...
You might be able to hear it.
I'm sorry? Not only hear it, but see it online, on your own computer. Whether you're here in the state of New York or out of state, you'll be able to download and view those meetings at will.
I wonder if we'll be as popular as those YouTube things my kids watch.
Very possibly.
Very possible.
But also...
All right.
For example, also, we're going to have the ability to stream live any events. So whether it's the cardboard boat race or any downtown improvement events, the Polish Fair, the Country Fair, things of that nature will now be able to be recorded and or streamed live as the events are happening. That is going to be provided in this new agreement. I think that's going to be an outstanding benefit for the residents and non-residents alike here in the town of Riverhead. I would also like to thank Joan Gilroy, Rob Hawk, Evelyn Timmis for their professionalism during these extensive negotiations. I view this as a partnership regarding Cablevision and the town as we move forward with the new technology. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sal, did you want to wrap this up?
I have an additional question. Seeing as how technology is improving, okay, and we're going through this franchise agreement, does Cablevision have the ability to broadcast to the East End only the things relevant to the East End and not the things that are happening, for example, the political stuff going on in New Jersey? Okay. I mean, sometimes you turn on the TV, it's bad enough that, you know, out of every half an hour you get about 18 minutes worth of programming and 12 minutes worth of advertising. And then on top of that, you have to watch stuff that's going on that has nothing to do with the East End of Long Island, okay? And I'm just wondering if they have the ability to start streaming stuff more relevant to the East End and not stuff that's not relevant to us.
I don't know, but you could get a DVR and then record everything and just skip everything you don't like.
Yeah.
That'd be and we get the DVR receipts from that, so, we get the VIG on that as well. All right, I'm not supposed to say that, I'm sure. Does anybody else wish to be heard on this matter? All right, Ms. Gilroy and company, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Mr. McCormick, thank you. We're going to close the public comment portion as our custom. We'll leave it open to written comment until April 15th at 4:30. And we have a dog now to come in, and there are a lot of people here. So bring the puppy in. Let's go see. There's an owner in this room for this dog, I can tell you right now. Mr. Anders, you have a dog?
You're going to want this one.
Mr. Anders, you got a dog? Cat? Oh. Well, I got a nice dog for you right here. Who says I wasn't going to even have that? Oh my goodness. What's the details on this?
This is Teddy. Teddy.
Teddy.
She's a teddy bear. She's a big mush. She's only about 3-4 months old.
Tell.
She came in with a brother, and he got adopted yesterday, so now she's all by herself. And she's looking for the right family to make her feel loved.
3 or 4 months old. Don't let this dog go home to the shelter. He's got to go home with you.
Yeah, she's a mixed breed. We don't really know what she is. She's got a little bit of everything. Very sweet, very calm. Almost housebroken, which is...
Come on. Who's going to raise their hand for this dog?
How tall would she grow?
Not too much bigger. I'd say maybe twice as big as she is.
Yeah, buddy.
I think
What are you doing?
probably pack off around 30 pounds.
There's a lot of whispers. Walk that dog around a little bit in here. Somebody's taking that dog.
She's cute.
It smells good.
She's not even afraid. She's not even afraid. Oh, look at that.
Cute.
Nope. All right, well, we know there's a taker for this dog in here.
Just as call him back.
369-6189 is your animal shelter phone number. What she's doing.
Oh, Bill, she wants to go home with you.
Come on, guys. Some of you students back there, bring this home. Bring this puppy home.
Well, maybe. I got two already.
Chris?
That dog would have a great house, but I wouldn't.
You want another dog, Chris?
All right. We're going to hope that is adopted. Let's get the order. Bill, let's bring the meeting back to order.
I'd like to close make a motion, we close the town board meeting and open up the community development agency meeting. So move.
I'll second the CDA open.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
And the CDA meeting is now open. The financial report for the CDA was just mistakenly left out.
We're gonna table this?
No,
this
we
is
have
the one.
the next one.
I thought
Town
you
board
said we
meeting.
what?
Town board, first
Oh,
one.
the town board.
This is the financial report attachment.
Oh, that wasn't.
CDA.
So it would just be attached to that.
Oh, now you give it to us.
It's very simple and straightforward.
We had this already.
Thank you. Oh, you guys saw it.
Okay.
Make the motion.
She sent it
All right. I make a motion that we accept the annual report and annual financial report for 2016. So move.
I think it's 15.
15?
15.
Oh, 15. I don't have my glasses on, sorry.
Okay, I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Thank you for this report. It really shows us what your office is doing, and you've accomplished quite a bit. So
Thank you.
thank you for your work and for your staff's work. Yes.
Wooten,
It's all right. Yes.
team effort. Dunleavy,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
The resolution is therefore duly adopted, and that completes the business of the CDA.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion, we close the CDA meeting and reopen the town board meeting. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
The town board meeting is now reopened.
All right, so why are we tabling the investment policy?
Yeah. I know what you said, dear.
We're tabling the investment policy because it refers to, it actually, it delegates all the authority to the supervisor and to the chief financial officer, and I don't know if there's any indemnification agreement for the town board if we're putting all of the,
This is the policy we had.
I know it
We didn't
is.
change this.
I
That's
know
not
it
what
is.
we changed.
but, and then it also refers to policies and procedures that the supervisor and chief fiscal officer and financial officer will follow, and guidelines, and I haven't seen those policies and procedures and guidelines, so I don't think that we should be adopting something that refers to policies and procedures and guidelines when policies and procedures and guidelines don't exist.
We already adopted this. This is just an updated one.
I understand that, but
And this is an update, the reason that this is updated was because the irrevocable letter, one of the banks that we hold our money in would like to give an irrevocable letter of credit, so we researched that through the town attorney's office, and actually I think Bill didn't, he may have researched that back through.
I've spoken to the financial administrator. He said he doesn't have any objections to us tabling it for today as long as it gets adopted at the next town board meeting, and he will work on the policies and procedures and guidelines prior to that date.
Okay, but I mean, I don't,
This is what we've had.
we have this in place now.
I get that,
we
so
did-
we
Well, this-
adopted it, and we
well,
still don't have
we'll just
policies and
we'll
procedures
just
and
have to
guidelines in
keep going
place.
with the old one, but.
Right, but
and
all it
as-
hurts is Suffolk County National Bank because it
Right.
costs them money
Yeah, we
for
just
their
want to make
securities.
the letter of credit.
I'm
He
okay
said
with
it's
it
not gonna be
now.
done, nothing's gonna be done until May anyway, so that's what our chief financial administrator said, nothing's gonna be done until May anyway. So as soon as.
Where did Bill go? Yeah,
He said we have to wait for the money to come in before it can go into the bank anyway, so, and that's not, money's not coming in until, and moving out until May.
I think it was the first week of May, he discussed it at the work session. Do we have written procedures for it?
I don't know.
all right. You know what, table it. I'm not waiting for Bill. Table the resolution. I'll take a motion to table the resolution.
I make a motion we table resolution number 195. So moved.
Seconded. Vote on tabling the resolution.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
I'll table it just for peace sake. Happy with it.
Dunleavy.
Yes, to table.
Walter.
Yes.
Thank you.
Resolution 195 has been tabled. Resolution 196.
2016 skate park project at Stotsky Park, budget adoption, so moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes, I'm glad we're finally getting to the state park.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 197.
Capital project number 239, or 20,039, Parkway Street Laundry. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 198.
Stoneleigh Retirement Community Phase 3 Water Capital Project, 3,114. So moved.
I'll second.
Budget adjustment.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 199.
Stoneleigh Retirement Community Phase 4 Water Capital Project 30123, budget adjustment, so moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 200.
Authorizes the supervisor to sign and accept the New York State ESD $125,000 grant for construction of an interconnection between Riverhead Water District and Suffolk County Water Authority. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 201.
We're gonna table this one
Yeah.
until we figure out that paint award.
make a move, we table, resolution 2001. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded as to table. Vote,
Hubbard.
please.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 201 is tabled. Resolution 202.
Authorize town clerk to post and publish the attached notice to bidders for fire and security alarm contract. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 203.
Authorizes town clerk to publish and post requests for proposals for Youngs Avenue landfill testing, maintenance, and monitoring. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
I'm gonna vote yes. This is something the DEC is requiring us to do for the lifetime of the capping of the landfill. So we have to do it, so I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 204.
Awards bid for 2016 streetlight and traffic signal maintenance repair parts. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 205.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute an addendum to a resolution setting terms and conditions of employment for position of legislative secretary. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
205.
Yes.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 206.
Authorize the supervisor to execute an addendum to a resolution setting terms and conditions of employment for the position of town board coordinator. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
I thought this should be after 5 years, so I'm going to vote no.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 207.
Authorizes publication of help wanted advertisement for seasonal pump out boat operators. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 208.
Accepts the retirement of a senior administrative assistant. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Susan Beal did a great job with the highway department for many years, and we're sorry to see her go, but wish her well. I'll vote yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
I have to echo what Councilwoman Giglio said. She's been working for the town for over 30 years and doing a great job down there. So I hope she has great zeal in her retirement. I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 209.
Accepts the retirement of an account clerk typist. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 210.
Accept the resignation of a homemaker. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 211.
Accepts the resignation of a part-time clerk. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
Everyone's leaving us.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Resolution 212.
It must be getting better. in
Accepts the
practice.
retirement of a public safety dispatcher. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Candy Ullman has been a dispatcher with us for a very long time, my whole career in the police department. I wish her the best of luck in retirement. She did a great job, and the best of her health. She's had some health issues, so our thoughts and prayers go out to her. And I vote yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes, I've worked with Candy most of my career too, so yes.
Dunleavy.
I have to say, I've worked with her too. That was years ago. She's with this town for years. I wish her all best of luck. I vote yes.
I didn't work with her, but I still wish her luck. Yes.
Yes, okay. Resolution adopted.
Right.
Resolution 213.
Accepts the resignation of a bingo inspector.
No.
We're losing them all.
So
I
moved.
second it.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 214.
Aha, appoints a bingo inspector. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Bingo.
Dunleavy.
Yes, by state law, we need a bingo inspector.
Walter.
So, I
Yes.
vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 215.
This reappoint seasonal pump out boat operators. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 216.
Adopt and authorize the supervisor to sign negative declaration and post ENB notice pursuant to SECRA regarding town code updates and amendments. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 217.
Authorization to publish advertisement for food and meat products for the town of Riverhead. Why does the big guy get to read this one? So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 218.
Authorization to publish an advertisement for sporting goods 2016 for the town of Riverhead. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 219.
Authorization to publish advertisement for townwide printing 2016 for the town of Riverhead. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 220.
Ratifies the calling clerk to the Recreation Department. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 221.
Appoints a call-in bus driver to the Recreation Department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 222.
Approves no-cost change order for advanced wastewater treatment facility, TMDL upgrade construction contract, Riverhead Sewer District. So moved.
A second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 223.
223 adopts a local law amending Chapter 48 entitled Beaches and Recreation Centers of the Riverhead Town Code. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 224.
Adopts a local law amending Chapter 56 entitled Docks and Wharves of the Riverhead Town Code. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 225.
Adopts a local law amending Chapter A113 entitled Docking Facility Regulations of the Riverhead Town Code. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 226.
Awards bid for the purchase of a 2005-2010 used Mack Grenade truck, model CV 713 with roll-off capable cable hoist or equivalent. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 227.
Authorizes supervisor to execute agreement with Suffolk Youth Lacrosse Officials Association, SILOA, for referee umpire services for the Town of Riverhead Police Athletic League Boys Lacrosse Program, grades 3 through 8, for the 2016 calendar year. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 228.
Adopts a local law to amend Chapter 101 entitled Vehicles and Traffic of the Riverhead Town Code. Stop and yield intersections, railroad crossings, parking fields at the intersection of Berman Boulevard and Grumman Boulevard in Calverton. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 229.
Adopts a local law to amend Chapter 101 entitled Vehicles and Traffic of the Riverhead Town Code, Parking Prohibited, Sound Avenue, and County Route 105. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 230.
Jill, before you do that, Jill, now that I'm reminded, the highway department didn't remove the no parking signs in front of town hall. We did pass that resolution for them to make that that you can park there especially during Justice Court.
Oh,
Just
okay.
make a note that he's supposed
30
to be
feet
there.
in from the intersection.
It's just 30 feet from the intersections, no parking. Thank you, sorry. I kept remembering that at the wrong time.
Yeah, you know, the problem is, the highway department's not getting copies of our resolutions.
Right.
So
they're gonna be notified, have to be-
They won't do anything.
They are.
Every time I
Yes,
call
they
them,
are.
they
They're
say
getting
they
them.
get it.
They're getting it.
We have to send it.
Well, you know, got lost in the mail. You know
Okay.
how that goes.
Okay, let's continue on.
2:30, authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with DNB Engineers and Architects, PC, so moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy,
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 231.
It awards bid for general hardware items. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy,
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 232.
Authorization to publish advertisement of a request for proposals for new renewable capacity and energy, LIPA 2015 renewable RFP. So moved.
Can we-
Seconded.
Just some discussion on this. I wasn't here on
I wasn't
Thursday.
even on that sport. Let's see it.
Do we know whether there was a fee to be paid? I mean, I suggested a
In order to-
$25,000 fee once we made an award. Does anybody recall that?
That was my understanding at the work session.
I don't mind it. It's time critical. Bob, can you call Anne Marie, tell her to come down here? Yeah, you know what, let's bypass this resolution for a second and move to the next one, because I really want to ask
There'll
that
be a fee
question.
that they pay to pick up the plans and
Oh, yeah.
Resolution
The bigger one is the-
233.
Approves the Chapter 90 application of Apple Honda, the used car tent sale, May 13th, 2016 through June 13th, 2016. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 234.
Approve Chapter 90 application of East End Tourism Alliance Paddle Battle Water Race and Craft Beverage Tasting Event, July 30th, 2016. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 235.
Approves Chapter 90 application at East End Arts and Humanities Council Incorporated for the 20th Annual Community Mosaic Street Painting Festival on Sunday, May 29th, 2016. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 236.
Approves the Chapter 90 application of Riverhead Elks Lodge 2044 lawnmower races and children's bicycle races on Sunday, April 17th. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
If summer is approaching, and we're gonna get all these Chapter 90s now, for the summertime, if anybody wants to go see nice lawnmower races, go down to the Elks Lodge, on April 17th. I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 237.
Ratifies the approval of the Chapter 90 application of Home Depot Development of Maryland Incorporated, plants, annuals, and tree sale, April 1st, 2016 through May 15th, 2016. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 238.
Approves Chapter 90 application of Island Running Incorporated, Armed Forces Day 5K Run Walk, Saturday, May 21st, 2016. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 239.
Approves the Chapter 90 application of Manaville Fire Department for their brush truck training event, or bush truck training event, Sunday,
it's
May
brush.
22nd, 2016. So moved.
Did they do this
Second.
last year?
They did
Yes.
this last
They
year,
They
yeah.
did do it last year.
Seconded. Vote, please.
Second year.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 240.
Approves Chapter 90 application of Mustache Brewing Company LLC, second birthday celebration at Polish Town Civic Association Pavilion, Saturday, April 30th, 2016. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes, they make a nice IPA.
Resolution
Is
adopted.
that IPA?
Yes.
Nice IPA.
Resolution 241.
Approves Chapter 90 application of PC Richard and Son Incorporated, barbecue tent sale, May 27th, 2016 through May 30th, 2016. So moved.
Only 3 days. Seconded.
Memorial Day weekend.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Hold on a second on the vote. John would like discussion.
This says May 31st.
From May 27th through May 31st. Well, that's what it's going to be because that's what we've resolved. So let's correct the caption to the first,
I wonder how come Sal didn't pick this up?
but it should be the 31st. Sal, you're slipping. We should put him on payroll. All right. So can I get that moved and seconded as amended?
Okay, same as I just read, but oh, I would read May 31st, right?
Yes, May 31st in the caption.
Same as read but amended to May 31st in the caption. So moved.
John?
And seconded.
Moved and seconded as amended.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 242.
Authorize the supervisor to execute a license agreement with Arrows Cultured Oyster Company to allow the installation of floating upwellers system, that's flopsies, in East Creek.
Flopsy.
So moved. Flopsies?
Flopsy.
Flopsies.
Jim, do you second?
I do second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 243.
243 offers support to the New York State Legislature to amend the general municipal law in relation to the creation of the Mechanic Bay Regional Transportation Council. Senate Bill S. 3957B, the Assembly Bill A. 5474B. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, one more time, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 244.
Ratifies execution of a license agreement with Suffolk County Real Property Tax Service Agency. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 245.
Approve supervisor to execute a license agreement with PB Riverhead LLC. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded.
This is going to be,
This
we're going to
is
have
as
to amend.
amended?
Yes.
It's amended to the date, she'll find out upon the transfer of title, whatever that date was, from when they took ownership. So how we amended it is fine. Tim, you moved it as amended?
So moved as amended.
And seconded as amended.
Vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes, as amended.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 246.
Authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with ABL Computing Incorporated. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 247.
Authorizes execution of contract with the seed clam administrator. So moved.
Second.
It's like a title, Seed Plan Administrator.
Yeah, I can think
Moved
of
and
a lot.
seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Goes through my head. Yes.
He's the
Dunleavy.
administrator of the seed plan program. Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 248.
Reappoints a member to the Board of Assessment Review. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 249.
Sets date of annual Riverhead Litter Awareness and Spring Cleanup Day. So moved.
And seconded.
Town board's not available. Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 250.
Sets date and time of 7th Annual Great Riverhead Cardboard Boat Race. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 251.
Authorizes notice of public hearing regarding lease between the Riverhead Water District and the New York Singular Wireless PCS. So moved.
Second.
Moved in second, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 252.
Pays the bills, so moved.
Seconded.
Moved in second, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter. Resolution adopted.
Anne Marie, could you just step up to the podium? On the, I didn't get a chance, and Jody and I, neither one of us had a chance to really finish looking at this LIPA renewable RFP. So one of the things that I talked about was if we
That will
were,
be incorporated, the $25,000.
So if we're gonna issue an
If you're
award-
selected, that's an automatic payment. That will be in the provision.
okay,
Yes.
so if we award, say, to 5 vendors, in order to be qualified, when we deem them qualified, they're gonna pay us $25,000 non-refundable to us, because otherwise we've,
Right, and if I
And
may, I
the map
provided the
would
other
be great, yeah,
town
if
board
you could.
members during work session. These are the 3 parcels of property located within EPCAL, and also, of course, we would offer our landfill.
So in putting out this RFP, Anne Marie, are we saying that this property can't be sold?
Not at all.
only if
Okay.
we issue that, take that $25,000 and issue that letter.
Correct.
So we can pull the runway out and we can pull any of these areas out. Or we could sell it with the option to somebody.
So that's clear in the RFP package that even though we're saying, yes, you can go forward to LIPA with your proposal, that at any time we can pull these properties out of the mix?
Until we give that letter. Once we give that letter, once we make the decision and give
Once you
that
make
letter,
that commitment,
then you,
then you're committed.
That's after the 25,000.
after the
Correct.
25,000. My
Yes.
point is, well, I think we just
I know.
keep it
Me
down there
too.
and that's it,
Yeah.
not do the rest, but,
I agree.
In the landfill.
and the landfill. So I don't mind adopting it, and what we could do is just say you're limited to that 100 acres down in the southern corner, not the runway and not the
That's right.
other adjacent.
Yeah.
So the
parcels.
proposals,
Intentionally, I'm writing it so it's extremely flexible for the town board.
so the RFP will ask them to bid on these areas individually rather than one big proposal for all 3 areas, correct?
They can submit
should've
one
been an
site,
attorney.
a portion of a site, and
Fine.
we always leave an option for an alternative. So,
I just want, when they bid on it, I just want them to bid on the, acreage that's down south on River Road, and then I want them to bid separately on the runway and bid separately on the other acreage, just in case we decide to pull the runway and that other property up to the northwest, that we'll still have one number just on that small piece that,
I can put that, if you agree, as a preference, but would like to leave it open so they can alternatively bid it for one specific site or the combination, only because of the way that LIPA is structuring the RFP. This RFP is looking for a lot of megawatts. So for a potential company to compete, it's probably going to be very advantageous to them to possibly seek to locate on all the available property that we're offering.
Yeah, but if we pull, let me ask you a question, if we pull the runway out,
right,
that nixes the whole bid.
right.
That's what Councilman Giglio
No, it
was
doesn't.
saying.
We will always retain the right. You know, we're not awarding a contract to them. We're making available to them to utilize our property for
comes
the
in.
bid with the understanding that we're a municipality and we're reserving our rights.
So, but if we pull the runway out, they can still have the southern parcel. So,
Yeah.
so
If
it's
they
to their
want it.
detriment.
Okay.
They should bid on all the parcels, and just if they don't, we
They
might.
go
pull
high
the
and they
runway.
go
I'm
low.
not in favor of the runway at this point being put for solar, only because we had such a poor track record with LIPA and these solar energy proposals that I'm not, I don't want to tie up the runway. We've tied up.
I don't want to.
We've tied up, 30, 45 acres for 2 years now, and we haven't received a dime.
Right.
And that contract, that contractor is gonna be out of luck as soon as this thing's awarded.
Correct.
All
And
right.
I'll sit down with each and every board member if you'd like. Ken Tester and I attended a telephone conference that was probably like 2-3 hours long regarding this RFP. So I can go over the highlights with you And then you can compare them to what we're putting in the specifications.
Yeah, because we might want to just do alternate proposals where they can break it out.
That's what I recommend.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
I'm
you.
prepared.
thank you.
All right, can we get this resolution moved?
Okay, Resolution 232.
Authorization to publish advertisement of a request for proposals for a new renewable capacity and energy, LIPA 2015 renewable RFP. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Biglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter. Resolution adopted.
All right, that concludes the official business of the town board. Does anybody wish to address the town board on any issues that concern the town of Riverhead? We ask you to limit your comments to 5 minutes. Does anybody wish to be heard today? All right, not seeing anybody, can I get a motion?
I
to
make a
adjourn?
motion, we close the town board meeting, so moved.
Seconded, moved and seconded, vote please. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Am I right?
Motion carries. We're standing adjourned.
Right? Am I right?
You're right.
All right. Just let you know.
I watched, I tried to. John, you sound like a lawyer when you ask questions. I never realized that before. Is that correct? Should have been a lawyer. Correct?
Did Penn test it for you?
What?
Did Penn test it for you?
About what?
All right, I do. You sure you're right? The cement.
Yeah. Oh, I sent a Carol is trying to get a head veterinarian and ag markets.